Hi guys, White Witch 110 here. This is my second vlog of the evening. I went and vlogged. I was going to do a garland, but I found out that the holes are so small in the beads that I want to use that even separating the jute rope into strands instead of the three together, it still wasn't good enough. But at least what I did do is the new beads I got, I separated them into the colors. So I finally found a use for this after I don't know how many years I had it, but finally found a use for it. So those will sit there until I get the stuff for them. So then I decide, okay, I'll just make anything. So I made this. I don't know. It's too short to even be a garland. I don't know who would want it as a garland. It's something a kid would make for their mother for a necklace. So that's my shame right there. Oh my gosh. I don't know. This is what happens when you're really not with it to craft. So, Witch's Spell a Day. Now, of course, I already read this for January 4th. And I wish this had been in an earlier one, because actually what it says here, except for one part about the pentacle, it's usually what I do. So, for January 4th, it is Color of the Day Turquoise, Incense of the Day Apricot, Yuletide Undecorating. Decorating often feels magical. Undecorating, not so much. But it doesn't have to be that way. Putting away the Yuletide decorations can be a magical experience too. As you box up your lights, stockings, and other holiday decorations, take a moment to connect with your most treasured items before packing them away. Hold them close to your heart and reflect on the energies and history those items contain. If that energy makes you feel loved and wanted, open yourself up to it, absorbing it into yourself. As you pack away each item, give thanks to it for being a part of your holiday. Once everything has been packed up, draw a pentacle on the outside of every storage box while visualizing you and your loved ones celebrating Yuletide with those items again next year, and saying, "We celebrated Yuletide with good cheer, and shall do so again come next year. Our memories have been packed away, but in our hearts they'll always stay. Blessed be." I read that and I'm like, that's what I do. This is crazy. So now I'm going to bore you with our honeymoon photos. Da-da-da-da. Now, as I said, it was in Quebec. That is the provincial flag. And that is us way back then. And I don't know, oh, it looks like souvenirs we bought. Holy moly. And then, that was our room key. That's what that was. You had to put this in a slot at the door so that your, so that your lights worked. Albert House Inn. That is downtown Ottawa. That was where we stayed our first evening. And then when we left to come back here to get ready to go to Quebec City, we forgot our wedding attire there, so we had to go back. It here. Where is this? Kept seeing birds flying around, but these were the birdies. And then I guess this is a place we stopped to eat. It says Tunnel in Montreal. And then I'm supposing this was our route. And then more cats going wild. They're going to get yelled at. And then this was our room. I remember that top. And then there is the key. Like I said, I don't know what that one was for. All our stuff in the room. How nice it looked. And then this was the lobby. Really nice. And then this was a picture, storm from our room. And what was this for? Your room. Well, whatever that says, that's what it was. Then they had a fish tank at the restaurant there. And you can see that. It was like a fake fireplace. And then those were crystals hanging. And then some more stuff there. There's that. I believe that was on the ferry going across to Quebec City. Yes, it was. And there's the ferry. You would be in the bathroom and you could look out a window when you went to wash your hands. And you could see outside. Oh my gosh. I remember that. And that's inside it. And that is the Chateau Frontenac in the background. And that's us. Okay, I don't have permission for that picture. But there it is there. And all the... This was not from there. This was... It's all in front. Looks like it's a boutique, so a store. I wanted to get in to check out their bathrooms, but you had to be staying there. You needed a room key. What a bummer. And that's the tram that goes up there. It's so long ago, I don't remember who that was. I didn't even write it down. Isn't that cool? How old and historic. It could be Champlain. Samuel de Champlain. Maybe. I don't know. And these figurines were on wires across the street. Isn't that cool? And then they had some there too. And this, I don't know what that is. It's another one. There's some more of the things and the paintings. Us by the cannon. And that's on the boardwalk there. And this is part of a archaeological dig. And a cute little sign. And then buskers. Wow. And then there. Getting out the knives. And then that's a higher up view up the street. This is just enough space to get through. They do not have the horse and drawn wagons anymore because it is not healthy for the horses. And there you go. And of course you know what he's gonna do. Little fart, he's gonna start meowing. So that's outside. Then this is inside. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. Without the glare. Okay, I'm trying to find a way not to have glare on this. Okay. Oh, that was the electric bus. There it is there. It's not that fast. And then this is the price for apartments there. That was in 2010. So 765 and 875. That's a 2.5 and a 3.5. How do you have a half? The rent's good, but if you live on this side, the tax is not good. So there's that. One of the statues there throughout the city. And then beautiful picture of, here, I gotta turn this off. Where is it? There. That's better. And then there's the bus again. And then another shot of the very expensive place. Another statue. This is their Parliament building. And then we had our picture taken by a fountain somewhere. Okay, that one I can't show. I don't know who he is. Sorry, that's the Quebec side. That's the fountain. And then Guinness. And then this poor dog. I went over to say hello. I don't remember anything else about that. And this is inside one of the churches there. Absolutely gorgeous. It's, oh no, that's, is that in English? No, that's in French. Sorry. That's one part of the ceiling. And I thought this was hilarious with the great big pots. And of course, your usual guy dressed up as a statue. I don't know if we gave him anything. And there's that. And there they are doing our picture. They'd finished mine. He was going to do hubby beside me. We do have it, but the frame broke. It's Hubs. And there he is with Winston Churchill, mugging it up for the camera. And just the architecture. I really liked this. And then I thought that was a cool picture to take. And then these windows. The buildings are old and gorgeous. There's a horse, of course. Topiary, I believe you would call it. Now this is cool, isn't it? And then another street with some older buildings. And then some shops. And then here, more buildings. A narrow street here. Hello, guess. Everybody knows you're here now. And then that's one of the paintings. I believe that was on a door. And then this is on the side of a wall. Gorgeous, eh? And then church. Then they had people, reenactors there. We wouldn't know what they were saying because they're likely speaking in French. That, I believe, is a car going into the ferry. That's all letters that have fallen. That's the terminal. And one of these things here, I think it was that one there. It's the bathroom. There again. And then Saint Hubert, we went there for dinner. And there's a picture of clouds. And then this was a wonderful trip. We enjoyed ourselves so much. Old Quebec City is beautiful and my new favorite place. Great memories of a very special time in our lives. There. This is the St. Lawrence Seaway. What do you think of that? These. OMG. I'm telling you, if you ever get to Quebec, this isn't going to do it. I don't know if you can see that very well. This isn't your regular dip chocolate. This is thick dip chocolate. So much so that they give you a spoon, as you can see there, to eat the ice cream after you crack the shell at the top. No word of a lie. Oh my gosh, that was good stuff. Always remember the food. And then that's just an overview, I'm supposing, of where we were. What's this? Choose your breakfast. We didn't choose a breakfast. I believe we went down into the restaurant for the breakfast. The dinner, I don't remember where we went for the dinner. But I did end up in the hospital to have my heart converted. And I was lucky that they took my OHIP. And then just a roadside attraction on the way back, I would say. Huge egg. Don't know. Mountains. And danger of collision. That's easy to understand. And then some type of expo they had back then. And saying goodbye to Quebec. Then we went to Upper Canada Village. We had this old time picture. Now we also had this done in color as well. But that was cool. That was my first time at Upper Canada Village. We have something like that outside of Toronto called Black Creek Pioneer Village. But these are the big catfish they had there. I'm supposing they're catfish. Waiting for you to feed them. And then your little seagull inside the sawmill. And then I think they call this a penny farthing. If anybody knows if I'm right, let me know. And I'm not sure I remember what, I should have wrote down what these were. Some wheels or cogs or whatever. Another photo. It's really a great place. We've gone back there for Pumpkin Inferno with our daughter and son-in-law. And that's the church. That's probably one of the tombstones that was beside the church. There's another one. We went back for Pumpkin Inferno with them and also for the Christmas lights as well. And one of the cows they have there are calves. They did have cookies you could buy. They were yummy. This is the woman doing the printing press. And she's explaining to us. These were some of the ones that she had done. And there's hubby in the outhouse. And then some more pictures. I'm not sure what that is. There. That would be an outhouse, I would think. This, I'm thinking, is the mill, the grist mill. Possibly. And there's some wool. And I thought that was a good picture, the kettle. Another one. Look at this gorgeous bowl. Beautiful. This is the doctor's house. Thank goodness I wrote that down. And some of his instruments of the day. Definitely not appealing. And these two cutie pies. Adorable kids. I was so glad to get their photos. Now this horse goes along the side of the river. It's pulling this boat. We didn't do this, but we watched it. And then a few more of the buildings that are there. And this was all flowers and herbs and such. Beautiful. There you go. I think that's where you could get the cookies. And then they had a uniform, red coat uniform. There. And an old chest. And the sword. And this was the tinsmith. I still have the candle holder that we got from there. It's up on our wall. The shoemaker. There. It's well worth it to go. It really is. Creepy dolls. This is the store. There we go. The steamed flour. No. This, I didn't say whose house it is. Smart. Yeah. This was taken out a window. I remember that. And that's them gathering together. I think they did a little dance. And then there you go. That's an overview of it. And there's the colored photo. And then this is Cornwall. Now, interesting story here. We stopped at this park on our way, and this had people's names on it. I can't remember what it was, either in memory or they had given money. Oh, another picture of it. There's the Cornwall jail across from this park. Now, part of me wanted to go over, of course, and check it out, you know, thinking haunted. I looked across, and there were two black vehicles in the parking lot. But it had said that it was closed. So there went that idea. A few months later, I'm watching, what is it, Ghost Hunters? And where is Taps? At the Cornwall jail. So, seeing their vehicles in the episode and remembering what their vehicles look like, because when I seen them in the parking lot, I'm like, those look like, nah, can't be. If I had gone over and played stupid and gone up and knocked on the door, I might have been able to meet Jason and Grant. But I didn't do it. I kept thinking it. You know, when you're thinking it, you should just go ahead and do it. I probably would now. But it's like, oh my gosh, it had to have been them there. Just the timing and everything. So that's my little story about that. But thank you for joining me. The last of the albums. There's pictures I thought were in here. I think they're likely on a CD. That's the tub because the cats were drinking water. Yeah, they're likely in a file somewhere on our computer. That's what I'm remembering other pictures for. But I hope you enjoyed the quick tour. Unfortunately, I didn't have a lot of stuff written out as to what was what. I'm bad. And in case you haven't taken your Christmas stuff down, I know some people do celebrate the Ukrainian Christmas. That's this weekend. So Merry Christmas. And think about that when you go to put your stuff down. Definitely. Or maybe if you're like me, you have those. I have a couple of things I still haven't taken down. And I knew it. That hat, those two hats, I still haven't moved them. I will this weekend, though. I will. But maybe if you have stuff like that that you forgot, go ahead and follow the steps. I don't know. May inspire you for next year. But anyhow, I will see you all tomorrow. We will be on day 5. Be interested to see what it has to say for that. I have a Temu order that should be, I think it's at the airport. So maybe by next week it should be here. And I think I said it in the other one. I am sending back the external DVD. Hubby tried 2 different CDs or DVDs and they didn't work. So I already contacted Temu about it. I sent it back today. I got my credit for it. The supposedly vintage Christmas stickers, as you know, I think I mentioned I wasn't totally happy with them because I don't know what pinups have to do with vintage. I'm thinking vintage Victorian. Some of the stickers did come up to that, but those other ones just totally threw me off. So I did get a refund for that. So I used both of my refunds this evening, and I got a few things. So the refund covered the cost, which is great. So when that one shows up, I'll show you what I got in that one. And until then, until tomorrow, from a cold Ottawa, ciao for now.